Hello top drivers, welcome to Sim Racing University. I'm 𝗨𝗦𝗘𝗦𝗢𝗨𝗟, esports driver, professional and sim racing coach, and today we are here on 𝗨𝗦𝗘𝗦𝗢𝗨𝗟 Ultimate, right on the Sarthe circuit for a guide to the track in view of the 24 hours of Le Mans, which in addition to being a race of great charm is also a challenge for all insiders, the drivers, the engineering teams, everyone. This represents a great challenge. It is a great tradition that is now felt a lot in the city of Le Mans, and above all, it is a great technological challenge. Indeed, besides spectacular races, exciting races, and precisely challenges on a human level, it also represents a perfect field on a technological level, because many solutions have been tried, from those that now seem almost trivial, like disc brakes or all the cut-off systems to save gasoline, to the increasingly growing hybrid engines, to many others, technologies that may likely be very small, almost invisible, that are always transferred from the track to the road. So, Le Mans is not only tradition, it is not only history, it is not only charm, but it is also a great technological challenge, and today we are here for a guide to the circuit with the Ferrari 499P number 51, which won the last edition of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Having said that, we launch ourselves into a timed lap. We prepare the last corner well. We try to connect it a lot, especially at the start. Then full throttle, and off we go for these 13.6 kilometers of a circuit that is not very spectacular. The circuit boasts 38 corners. Now we approach the first corner, the Dunlop curve, a very long corner that narrows only at the end, and you have to be very careful if it's full, because immediately after the apex of the curve you go into the Dunlop. Braking powerful, but you have to be very careful. You cut the second apex a lot to exit strongly. Immediately take the accelerator and off you go. Towards the S, where the first one is easily flat out, then you downshift 2 gears, a lot of trail braking. You have to be very careful on the throttle corrections. It's easy to go oversteer at that point, and then you throw yourself towards Tetris Rouge. You lift a little, and then you immediately throw the car into the corner. There you can stay a lot on the curb, both inside and outside, so you can take advantage of the track a lot. And then you go towards the first straight of United Air, where it has now been broken by 2 chicanes, because before you reached over 400 kilometers per hour, in fact, towards the end of the 80s, with the Turbo C, it was possible. Then, braking on 150 meters, third, and we try to use a little bit of the short inside as a guide. We must never exaggerate, but above all, we must be careful with the first grip on the accelerator, because we can have a lot of wheel spin, both in this chicane and also in the next one. So then we go to the second part of the straight of the 1DR, and here you already have to start thinking about the braking later. You break off around 100 meters a little earlier, and here from the 7th, you move to the 3rd again. So much trail braking. You brake even in almost 2 strokes, and here you have to be very careful in the evolution of the gas. Also because in the last part the car lightens a lot, especially in the rear. So you also need to be ready to check for any counter steering. Now we approach directly to the Bulsen curve, which officially ends now. The straight of the 1DR ends. Here, the second corner is very slow, careful of the evolution of the gas a bit of wheel turn, and then we continue to another straight. One of the most daunting curves on the track, especially when driving such vectors, namely India-Naples, and immediately after the Arnacchio complex, which seems a simple curve, but it's very complex. You get to India-Naples, downshift, do it very calmly, and brake in the second part with extreme calmness, both during braking, because it's very easy to block. You get to the Arnacchio, try to brake as close to 50 meters as possible, second gear, so as to have a linear acceleration that's not too explosive for the exit. And then you head to one of the most beautiful sections, especially with cars like this from La Manche, the 𝗥𝗢𝗙𝗨𝗟 curves, where there's a lot of lift, lots of grip, so you can downshift a gear, light braking, and you go over 250 kilometers per h. The first and second sections need to be filed blue wall, and then we delve back in. We now head towards the Corvettes, 4th gear. The outside tires are really put to a hard test. Now we go to ภิkkendu karting, which is practically full. We cut the inside cord a lot, and then we get closer to the ford, where we brake near the curb of the pit entrance. We cut both apexes and then very calmly try to prepare well for the last chicane and go on the gas as soon as possible to finish the Giro di La Manche. Having said that, I hope you enjoyed the Giro. We will see you soon. Goodbye, top drivers.